Alright, we're going to talk about how we change chainring and how we change a sprocket. Okay, first step, what you want to do, if you've got them, you want to loosen off these adjuster screws a little bit, just so that the back wheel can slide forwards in the dropout and create a bit of slack in the chain like we have here. Once the wheel has moved forwards a bit, once your chain is a good level of slack, all you have to do then is simply slip it off the bike like that. Okay, and that leaves our chainring exposed and ready to be changed. And for the next step, so that I can show you a little bit more clearly, I'm actually going to take it off the bike. Here we are, as promised a moment ago, I've taken the right side of the crankset off. Now, you'd never normally bother to do this to change a chainring, it's really unnecessary. I've only done it so that I can show you a couple of bits and pieces about the crank arm itself to illustrate what I'm talking about. So, normally all you've got to do is take out these 5 bolts here, okay? These 5 chainring bolts. So it's just a 5mm Allen key, spin the bolt out like that, and it comes free, simply like that. However, these bolts are actually 2 pieces. So you've got the front bit that I've just shown you, and you've got this bit as well. Okay, so these bolts, you've got your front bit, standard 5mm Allen key, and you've got your back bit, and that normally just sits in these little recesses in the back of the chainring. Okay, back of the crankset even. So that's the back bit. It's got these knurled little edges that stop it from rotating. That just sits in there, pops into place, and there it stays. You never normally need to worry about it. Now, sometimes these can work loose, or some lower quality ones don't have such good knurling on them, and when you try to remove the front bolts, the back bit there can rotate. And that's where this little tool comes in handy. Spark Tool CNW-2, others are available. So when you're using this, if it's bolted onto your bike, you would reach behind with one hand, you'd be holding that in place with one hand to stop the back of the chainring bolt moving. Then you would just put your Allen key through the front, loosen your chainring bolt, take it out, take that out, and that would be you done. Okay, the better chainring bolts you buy, the less likely it is that you'll have to use one of these. So it's well worth buying some decent quality chainring bolts and avoiding the whole hassle. All we have to do, take this out, is you have to take out all 5 of these bolts to go alongside this one. And there we go. Once all 5 bolts are out, you just give the chainring a bit of a wiggle, a press from behind, and it will pop off. You can then just slide it off the crankset like that, put your new chainring over the top, locate it nice and neatly like that, and do all the bolts back up again. And that's all there is to it. You will have to adjust the back wheel. You will have to move that back or forth, because if you've got a different number of teeth on the chainring, it will change the tension in the chain. So you just do that as you normally would, and if you're not sure how you do that, check out my other little video on that very subject.